Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Sammy with Blue Feather Homestead. I've got a couple of peepers back here. Anyway, today I'm going to show you how I make butter with whipped cream. We don't have a milk cow or anything, so this is store-bought cream that I have. I originally was going to make some dessert with it, but I'm not sure what happened with that, but it's pretty much close to expiring, so we're going to go ahead and make this today. I've had this sitting out for probably about an hour to kind of get it to room temperature. That's the first tip, okay? And I'm going to make it with the stand-up mixer today. I have made it in my Ninja that I have, but the bottom part of it broke, so I'm not going to use that. You can use a blender. You can put it in a jar and shake it up if you want to. That would make butter. It's all the same concept, but today we're going to make it in the stand-up mixer, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is put on the correct attachment to the stand-up mixer. We're going to use the whisk, okay? There are different attachments to this baby, but today we're going to use the whisk. Okay. So that's on. Make sure your bowl's clean. Like I said, this has been sitting here for approximately an hour, and it's pretty close to room temperature. I think that if it's room temperature, it'll just go a little bit quicker. The process will, because apparently with this stand-up mixer, it's going to take a little bit longer. Like my Ninja got it done pretty quick. So what we're going to do is just pour this in. Okay, I think that's about it. It can get pretty messy, so I'm going to use my guard, okay? But first I'm going to put this down. Put this baby on. Lock it. We'll turn it on low for just a minute. You can see it here. Right now I have it on low, and I'm about to go ahead and get it cranked up. But first I'm going to put this, even though I have this guard on here, I'm still going to go ahead and put a towel over the top of it, because once it starts turning into butter, the buttermilk separates from it, and I mean it will be splashing everywhere. So I'm going to put that cover on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this turned up. I'm going to turn it up on high. Let's take a little peek at it. Yeah, it's already getting kind of sloppy. So we'll leave this towel on here, and I'll come back and check on it in about maybe 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to go do some dishes for now. Okay, just wanted to show you guys something here real quick. It's been mixing for probably about 7 minutes or so. I'm going to take the towel off. I'm going to take the plastic guard off real quick to open this up and show you what it looks like right now. Like I said, it's been mixing for about 7 minutes or so. This would really be the point that you would go ahead and add your powdered sugar and your vanilla if you were making whipped cream for desserts. Like if you wanted to put, you know, some on top of strawberries or whatever on top of your pie. This is the time that you would do it. This is about the consistency it should be. This is when you add your powdered sugar and your vanilla, and you can just, you know, I don't ever go by a certain recipe like a lot of you don't, I'm sure. You just kind of add, you know, about a cup at a time of powdered sugar and, you know, maybe a teaspoon of vanilla, and just kind of mix it to your taste. But anyway, this is the point that you would do that, and I just wanted to show you. I'm going to continue to mix it. I'm going to get it covered back up and continue to mix it for probably for about 10-15 more minutes or so. And then we will have butter. It's been about 17 or 18 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check this out here. Now you see that butter? That is butter on there. The buttermilk has separated from it. It is a mess. Even though I had a towel, I'm telling you, this thing is just covered in splatters. I'm going to let that just drip for just a second. And I've got a container over there that I had some scraps in for the animals. I'm going to pour this buttermilk that is separated in here. I'm going to pour it in there and give it to the puppy or the kitties or the chicken or whoever, the chickens, excuse me, or whoever out there. But anyway, I'm just going to let that kind of drip off for just a second. Now this, you know, really doesn't make a ton of butter. It probably makes like 2 sticks of butter. But you know what? There is just nothing better than homemade butter. You know, you can add some honey to it. You can put salt, you can put herbs, you know, whatever you want to in there, you know, once it's done. But anyway, you're not going to get a whole bunch of it, but like I said, it is just terrific. So it's not a whole lot, but I'm not going to waste it. I'm just not going to just dump it down the drain, okay? I'm going to pour just a little bit in here. Pour it off of here. Look at that. The next step that we are going to do is we're going to add some ice water into this bowl of butter and mix it, because you want to get all of that buttermilk out of there. Let me get a better picture here. You're going to want to get all that buttermilk separated from that butter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add some ice water to this. Not the ice, but just the water. But it's going to be freezing cold. And we're going to put it back into the mixer and mix it up just to get that milk rinsed out of there. It'll last you a lot longer, trust me, if you do. Back in the mixer, and I'm going to let it go for just a couple of minutes here, if even that, and we'll do the same thing over again until that water kind of runs clear. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this until the water runs clear. I'm going to fill it back up with some more cold water. I did that a total of 3 times. The water's running pretty much clear now. So what we're going to do now is just try to push all that water out, as much as the water out as you can. Just mush it. You know, just, if you can see, just mush that down and get that water out of there. Okay? A little bit at a time here, a little bit at a time. Mush it. This is going to be so good. Just nothing like homemade butter. Maybe one day we'll have a cow, a milk cow. But you know what? You just never know. What happens if the store's closed down? You know, anything can happen. And you'll know how to make butter. This is just something good to know how to do. My kids know how to do this. They've seen me do it. They can do it in a jar. And, you know, it's just nice to be prepared, to know how to do things. I mean, I've got neighbors that have cattle right across the way, so, you know, I can always trade something with them if something happened to where we couldn't get food anymore, couldn't go to the market. Okay, I love homesteading, but I'm also a modern homesteader. I like my modern things. I like my kitchen appliances and stuff, but trust me, if it hit the fan tomorrow, I'm prepared. I know how to do things. I will survive. Might have a squirrel for supper, but you know what? I'll shoot it, skin it, and cook it up. I can do that. Okay, so there you have it. There is the butter. Okay, that's actually about half of the butter, but what I'm going to do is just put it in this container, put the lid on there, and that's how it'll go in the refrigerator, and it's best to keep that in the refrigerator. Also, I wanted to show you that I have a butter bell. This is it right here. You just fill this up with about a third way of water. Your butter goes in the top here of the bell. Okay, they used these back in the day where you could just leave your butter on the counter, because obviously they didn't have refrigeration. So anyway, put the butter in there. This sits in here. That water in there will put a seal on that butter, so oxygen cannot get to the butter. It'll stay better. It'll stay good for longer. So anyway, I just think this is just so cool, and I use it. Okay, so there's that. You can just leave this on your counter. So anyway, I sure hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, if it was helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos. Hit the bell, You'll be the first to be notified for more fun videos. Anyway, you guys have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. The first thing we're going to do is put the correct attachment on. We're going to use the whisker.